Welcome back, ladies of marylou.com. Barry Lovelace here from www.exerciseforeverybody.com. Husband of Mama Love. Well, we got a few requests. One of them would be core and balance. And that's a passion of mine. All of my clients, whether they are a 6-year-old gymnast, a 14-year-old baseball player, a 70-year-old grandmother, grandfather, whoever, they all train core and balance. Because core is going to make you a solid person. That's where all movement begins. Your core is right here, your torso area, your power pack. So whether you play tennis, golf, you just ride bike recreationally, or you ride mountain bike through the mountains, if you're a runner, it helps everything. Because now it's going to bring your upper body and lower body together. We all train upper body and lower body, but sometimes we forget about the core. And now I'm not saying abs, I'm saying core. Your core is your deep stabilizer muscles behind your abdominal muscles. So you can have a six-pack and have a very weak core. I've seen it, especially in a lot of my gymnasts. We all know how gymnasts look. I challenge them to just a few core exercises and they start shaking and they're weak in the core area. How I explain core to my clients, and whenever I do an appearance or a talk or a seminar, whatever it may be, your core is like rebar in a foundation for a house. That holds everything together. If you didn't have that rebar within the cement in that foundation, it's going to buckle, it's going to move. You have that rebar, you have that strong core, everything in your life is going to be better. Whether you're getting out of the shower and you're drying off your legs and you start falling off balance, you could do so many things. You're going to keep your balance by having a strong core. If you're tying your shoelaces, you can do it on one foot. If you're picking up a child, if you start falling over, you're going to have good balance. All right, so that's enough. I can go on forever about that. Where do we start? Let's start with a basic hover, or some people want to call it a plank, but I'm going to call it a hover. So we're going to go down to your mat or your floor, whatever you guys have at home. We're going to be elbows underneath your shoulders, nice and straight. Shoulders and hips are all in alignment. Make sure your back is not down or buckled, and make sure your hips aren't all the way up. Nice and straight from shoulders to your hips. Abs are nice and tight, just looking right down towards your hands. That's going to keep your spine in alignment. What that means is your head's not up, your head's not all the way down, your head naturally is right here. Okay? Abs are tight. Now, if you want to, you hold this until compensation. Compensation means you're shaking side to side and again lowering that back. When that happens, you just stop. Because then you're doing nothing but hurting yourself. And it's okay. Some people may only last 5 seconds. Some people may last 2 minutes. It depends how strong your core is. We're going to take that and advance it a little bit. There's always progression, obviously. And especially with me, if you master a hover and you think you're going to keep doing it forever, it's not going to happen. So, hover, advanced, one leg up, and down. Now, what I want to explain is, what's going to happen is, if you really have never trained your core and you try to do this right away, this is what's going to happen. Just watch my leg and my foot. You're going to come up and snap down because your core is very weak. So what you want to concentrate on is raising with your core and lowering with your core. Nothing moves. I'm not shifting. I'm still square to the ground. Raise and lower. Now to advance that, come forward on your toes. Raise and lower. Raise and lower. So there you got a hover with 3 progressions. Straight, nice and easy, alternating feet raises or foot raises, and then leaning in on your toes, alternating your feet, okay? So what's next? Let's go to the ball. I know a lot of you women have the ball. So we're going to go on the ball. Now this obviously is going to work. Anytime you work core, you're working balance also. So this is going to test your balance. First I want you to, I'm going to put the medicine ball down for now. Hands on your hips and just try to raise a foot. What you want to do is squeeze your core. That's going to balance you on that ball. I'm going to get this out of the way. Squeeze, and you're just going to raise a foot up. And lower. And then the other side. And the goal, here's the goal. The goal is to not be all over the place. To raise it nice and easy, but concentrate on your core. Your core is raising your foot. Core, foot. Other side. Now what I would like you to do is arms out and foot up. Now if you can extend and down, extend, woo, and down. Now, close your eyes. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Don't fall, okay. So you got foot raise, arms out. You could do like 10 each side and switch, or you can alternate, whatever you like to do. And extend. You just extend. All right, now I'm gonna grab this medicine ball again. We're gonna add a little intensity. So we're just gonna go above the head and raise and lower. This just adds to your core and balance. Now what you can do, here comes the fun with progression all the time. My client says, oh, Barry, this is easy, I can do this all day long. Oh really, okay, so let's go here and down, here and down. Notice how my shoulders stay back. I'm nice and square the whole time. Nothing's moving because that's working my core. Down and up. Whoa. Sorry. Trying to show off, I think. Up, up, down. Try to keep that foot off the ground the whole time. Then what you can do is pass the ball back and forth. Side to side. It gets harder when the ball's on the side that you don't have planted. All right, so that's it for core. Now, here's a surprise for all you ladies, because everybody wanted butt. Barry, show me an exercise for my butt. Well, there's lots of them. I'm gonna show you one real quick, because I'm sure time's running out. This is fabulous. Go to your bottom of your stairs, or if you have a step, use a step, or get a box out of your garage, whatever. Here is a butt killer. You're on your heel. One foot is straight up. Hands on the ground. You're going to raise up, and right away you're going to feel it in your hamstrings. What I want you to do is raise your hips and bottom of your foot straight up to the ceiling. Up and lower. Up, push through the heel, and the glutes are tight. Up. This is wicked. Do 10 or 12 each side. Hips,